Teaching profession is indeed a noble profession. If you are called into this profession, I thank God on your behalf. If actually into this profession, owing to one circumstance or the other, you are also welcome. In order to make out something meaningful from this profession, there are essential and undeniable things you must arm yourself with. But one of it all is called classroom management. Again, classroom management. In the course of this class, I'll be looking at the meaning of classroom management and 5 uncommon classroom management strategies. Yes, I call them uncommon because the ones we know are quite different from the ones I'm about to unveil to you. Sit tight. What is classroom management? Classroom management is the process of ensuring that teaching and learning can take place in an orderly and productive environment in the classroom. This involves a range of strategies and techniques that teachers most times use to maintain control, organization, and engagement in the classroom. What then is effective classroom management? Now, this can be seen or is essential for creating a positive and conducive environment for the students. Now, let's begin now by looking at those effective classroom management, which are actually essential in distinguishing you as a noble, professional teacher. I hope you are set to follow through. Number 1, always establish a clear expectation and rules. For example, at the beginning of every school year, the teacher, being you, should clearly outline the expected behavior you demand from the students. For example, you can tell them, number 1, they should always raise their hands before speaking. They should always keep their classroom clean and respect one another. Now, these rules are mostly displayed, predominantly and consistently reinforced throughout the year. I hope you are listening. Let me repeat it again. I said, this rule, don't only keep it for a particular term. Ensure that you cultivate this rule. You make it to be imbibed in the life of these children, year in, year out. Let these children know you for that particular rule. Yes, please, on no ground should you compromise it. When the students know you for a particular set of rules, they will believe and they will obey you for what you stand for. I hope it's clear. Now, the next one we have is positive reinforcement. Please, flogging is now frowned at in most of the schools. The recent educational policy frowns at flogging. Now, how can you reinforce the children positively? I will give you an example. Now, a teacher should actually recognize and praise students who most times demonstrate good behavior or academic progress in one subject or the other. Now, this can be achieved by giving out small rewards, such as prizes. You can give them, okay, probably make a promise, I will give you this, it may be textbooks, it can be exercise book, even pen or pencil. Now, such reward can actually go a long way in observing and maintaining absolute class management. Now, this will encourage positive behavior and motivate students to continue in their wonderful efforts. And the next one, consistent rules or routines and procedures. Again, consistent routines and procedures. For example, in a school, the teacher should establish a constant daily routine, such as starting the class with a brief review, followed by a lesson, group activities, and a close summary. Now, what will this help the children achieve? This will help the students understand the structure of the class and feel more secure in their learning environment. The next important one we have here is effective lesson planning and delivery. As a teacher, please listen. You need to plan on how to engage and interact with the students in the class by adopting different learning skills. Now, this could involve using visual aid, hands-on activities, or group discussion to keep the students engaged and maximize their productive moments. By so doing, you minimize all forms of destructive behavior. For example, in a class where you are using discursive method, remember that children, most especially when they are mentally tired after break time, they like stories. You can kick off your wonderful class with stories that is related to the topic you want to handle for the day. And at the end, you can ask them questions. By so doing, you will set their mood for learning. As a math teacher, don't enter the class and start bombarding your children with equations in a very hot weather. No. Adopt a suitable approach to ensure that the children participate and partake of the lesson effectively. And the next one we have, which is very important here, is classroom arrangement and organization. Please teachers, arrange the desk in a way that will facilitate and encourage group work and easy movement around the classroom. Also ensure the class is well organized with materials and resources really available in order to create for you and not for the students, because most times they don't care. A conducive learning environment. All right, the sixth point I want to mention here is very important. But before I list it out, I hope you have followed our page. I hope you have liked the page, and I hope likewise you have commented on what you feel about the page. Remember, you need to encourage us for us to keep unfolding and actually making the secret of teaching available to you. Go to our YouTube page on Libra World TV, subscribe to our channel, and likewise go to our TikTok handle, follow us there, like our videos, and likewise share our videos. Now, the system we have here is conflict resolution and behavior management. When conflict arises in classroom, as a teacher, please address the issue calmly and consistently use strategies such as mediation, logical consequences, or restorative practices to help students understand and correct their behavior. Please don't be brutal. Don't use cane. Please take them as your children. Come speak to their conscience, and you discover that it will go a long way in resolving issues, and it will go a long way in making these children confide in you. Alright, the last one I will take is fostering positive relationship. For instance, a teacher takes time to get to know their students. Now, for this student to respect you, they should be able to sense that you love them. They should be able to have a healthy mutual relationship. They should be able to understand the fact that you take their interest to heart, that what matters to you is taken as a priority. What matters to them, is taken as a priority. Please don't be self-centered in interacting with them. Let their burden be your burden, and this will help you as a teacher build trust and rapport, and this can lead to better classroom management and a more positive learning environment. Alright, at this point I want to tell you something. By implementing all these strategies, teachers can create a well-managed and engaging classroom that supports student learning and development. At this point in time, I must appreciate you for being patient throughout this class. Remember to follow us, remember to like, to share our videos, and comment on the things you want us to add to our page on those important, complicating and confusing topics as regarding our profession you want me to discuss on. Remember, I'm always there for your service. Remember, teaching profession is a noble profession. We are there to develop the total child. Thank you very much, and see you in the next class.